Pipes came from FLOWRAP, and today we're wrapping a dentist. This is one of 4 surgeries for this customer that we're going to be refurbishing using vinyl wrap. Last week we did one of them and it looked really good. Customer's taken out the sink and also the tap for us, as there would end up being a join in the vinyl here. With it being a dentist, we need minimal joins for hygiene purposes. The existing joins we're going to fill and sand, and the water damage joins on here, we're going to dig those out and fill and sand them as well. We're going to do that first while all the doors are still on. Even though we've got some really good equipment in our Merc sander and extractor, it's always good to keep dust down as much as possible, especially in places like dentists. We don't want any dust on the equipment that they've got in the room. Then we're going to label up all the doors, take off all the handles as we're having new ones, take all the doors off, clean and prime everything that we can see, and get to wrapping. I'd also like to say thanks to Deck from DB Wraps and Phil from Rapture Architectural for helping us out on this project, but they're both late. Here he is, turned up late.
I'm overworked and underpaid.
It's true.
Yeah, I'm on the way.
Are you sure you're awake?
No, that's what I said.
You're asleep, aren't you?
I was, yeah. I need 5 minutes snooze on me laugh.
No, it's alright. I'll see you in a bit.
So I'll be there shortly.
What time do you call this?
You got started early, didn't you?
I'm glad I got that on camera. So now we've taken off all the doors and we've sanded the worktops as well. We've flattened this join which is existing in the corner. I'm going to put another mitre join back in there. On this section here, it had been split into 2 pieces on the worktop, and that's why this section had swelled and damaged. So what we've done is we've filled the existing, and then we're going to complete this whole section in one piece, and this bit's going to be fully waterproof, so any water that comes out of the sink and ends up on the worktop, it's not going to cause any more damage to these worktop sections here. Next step for me is I'm going to clean and prime all the tops and all the carcass sections that we're going to wrap as well down the sides and down a little bit on the end. I'm going to clean with an alcohol water mix that we've put into a spray bottle like this. It's 70% pure alcohol and 30% water. And for all the surfaces that need priming, which is near enough everything, we're going to use a 3M Primer 94. This is a solvent-based primer. It's really sticky and it goes off really fast, which is great for what we need to do today, because we need to be in and out of here by about 3:30 this afternoon, as that's what time the dentist shuts. Let's take these to the lads, see what they're up to. Nothing problem?
Whichever. Yeah, I've barely got any of that left.
You sure?
Yeah.
Alright, much appreciated. Go on, Phil, talk us through what we're doing.
What we're doing today?
Yeah.
Wrapping some doors.
Happy days. Now we're going to prep them.
We're going to prep them so we cleaned them. We've got IPA, 70-30%.
Yep.
And then we're now going to put some Primer 94 on it to make sure they've got a good fusion bond. There's no mechanical damage.
Happy days.
Job's left, finished.
Thank you very much. Hello. What have you got? What we did before we started as well is we just burred off the edges with the sander, just these edge banded strips, and sometimes where you get a bit of swelling on the edge of the door and you put interior film over it, you end up with a little line bubble down these edges, so we've just sanded them flat, so we're going to get a nice smooth finish. What's it, Adam?
I was looking at getting some of these.
Yeah, they're really good.
Are they?
Yeah.
They pick up much exterior sound?
Not too much, pretty good.
Sound, yeah.
Well, you'll hear it once we're done anyway.
Yeah.
What do you think?
What, doing it?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, it'd be nice and easy. There's a bit of a curve there. It makes it a bit more complicated. But men of our spatula will need bother get it done.
Happy days. So we're going to, obviously there's no join in the corner of this worktop, so we're going to wrap this, and we're going to wrap it all up the backsplash up there as well. And then we're going to mitre it in this corner, because Phil loves miters, so he's going to do that for me, which is fantastic.
Oh, lovely. I'll do the mitre. Oh, everyone loves a mitre join.
And like we said before, we're doing this in one section as well, and we're going to eliminate that join by the sink, and that will reduce any water damage in future, which is good for the customer and good for hygiene as well. So because we're wrapping all this section in one piece, we've decided to cut down the backing paper at 250mm, which is just slightly oversized from the upstand, and then we can lay all this section of vinyl all the way down to the bottom end, and then we'll have a piece of backing paper over this section of vinyl, which is going to allow us to remove that piece of vinyl and then lay this piece in one go. Otherwise, if we took all the backing paper off the vinyl, we've got a lot of adhesive that's going to stick onto the main section of worktop, but also onto the backsplash as well. This is going to eliminate that and make it much easier for me and Phil to lay this section of vinyl on this piece of worktop without ripping it by getting it stuck onto this section here. So we've wrapped this section of worktop first, and then we've done this section of worktop second. There's two overlapping pieces of vinyl in this corner, so we're going to splice join them. We've got a small overlap underneath, you can't see it, but it's in line with my finger, and it runs all the way into the corner of this worktop piece here. We're going to cut through both pieces of vinyl. I'm going to remove the piece that's underneath and fold them back together. Similar to wallpaper in style, but this is self-adhesive. So I've finished the worktops and I've started on the carcasses. I've done the end pieces and all the strips along. I've also done this inner section and section here. We're going to do the backs, and there's a panel in there which is going to go back into there. But first I'm going to show you how we wrap an end panel like this. that's all the work done. It's time to get everything cleaned up. We're going to silicone these top sections back on, all the doors back on. Handles, we're going to put them on nice and lightly as customers changing the handles next week. We're going to silicone down the sides of the end panels and then we're done for the day. All done. All doors back on, handles back on. They're nice and loose for the customer to change this week. We've siliconed all around the edges and they're going to paint the walls soon. They're going to put the sink and the tap back in and all the plug sockets on. Other than that, complete. Neat 10mm onto the backs of all the doors. Siliconed all down the end panels, and where we filled and sanded originally is now nice and smooth. So like we said before, any water that's coming off that sink isn't going to get absorbed here and isn't going to get damaged. Customers really chuffed with it. We think it looks great. Let us know what you think in the comments, and if you do like it, please like and subscribe. It means
And we'll see you next time.
Yeah, baby.